What's going on, everyone? Well, I'm off to a kind of a rough start. I had my mom shoot a video in the Journey's End parking lot this morning, and it wasn't on, so I just have a picture or two from that. And then I must have made the same mistake because at the Journey's End trail marker, I thought I was taking a video, and I wasn't. So I have just a little shot of the little corner of it in the one frame. And it was hot. The sun was beating right down on it. It was so hot right there, and I was sweating, and I just was like, I'm getting out of here. So I thought I shot the video, and I didn't check it until just now. So I got a bit of a late start, but I'm at the Shooting Star shelter right here. It's probably got room for eight to nine. There's like a bunk storage right above me. There's a privy right up that way a little bit. Long trail goes down this way. It's kind of like a rock slab. And I got my little fire going. Just a small one, cleaning up what was here. And that long trail goes down the slab there. There's a water pump down the trail a bit that has a priming jug, and I didn't have any luck with it, so I'm stuck with the water I've got left today. And I was going through it pretty quick. It was pretty hot out today, so I decided to stop here so I could get all my clothes dry and not try to push on and get into the next camp, the Laura Woodward, too late and not be able to get my clothes dry for tomorrow. So I'll try to get an early start in the morning and get over J Peak. So that's my plan right now. It's a lot of fun out here. This is pretty cool. But I can say, just right in on the first day, I've already started thinking about what I can get rid of and stow, and do a little back cleanse and dump a few things. Somebody left a pair of rain pants here, and there's a book. So there's a t-shirt hanging on the other side. That's my stuff drying right there. So nice first day so far. Successful first day. This is a lot of fun. So have a good night. Willie out. Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Willie. Day 2. I didn't make it far. I guess it goes to show Mike Tyson was right. Everyone has a plan till you get punched in the face. Because Doll Peak punched me in the face this morning. It was tough. They should call it Chucky Peak, not Doll Peak, because it was pouring rain, and I woke up to rain, and it was on and off, but it rained most of the time I went up over Doll Peak, so I soaked everything. And J Peak was next, and it's 70–80% chance of thunder showers this afternoon, and the thought of being exposed on top of J Peak, and I'm already soaking wet, didn't sit too well with me. So there's a real good water source here. There's a little stream down the way a little bit. There, I'll show you this. Ugh. It has really good water, so I'm able to just really fill up and get a good fill. This is the Woodward, not Woodard. We know a Laura Woodward shelter, and yeah, we'll see. I'm here for the day. I'm just gonna let everything dry out and cook a nice hot meal and have some coffee and go from there. So I might shoot a video a little bit later today showing you how I'm cooking my meals and my little kitchen setup that I came up with. Yeah, that's 2 short days. I'm not off to a very good start, but they always say, do your hike. So I'm doing my hike, and if it's slow going the first few days, and so be it. I'm having a blast. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Willie here. Check this out. I'm up on top of J Peak finally. There's the tram station. Kind of cloudy over on that side. You can't really see a whole lot, but behind me is pretty nice. Yeah, finally made it up to J Peak. I made the right decision to not do it yesterday because a couple of people I ran into said it was treacherous up here yesterday. I don't think I would have made it anyway. I'm struggling a little bit. I gotta be honest, I'm pretty dehydrated, even though I've had ample water. Yeah, this is pretty tough going. I'm averaging about 4 miles a day right now, so we'll see. But the good news is I got my trail name today from a guy named Pizza Joe, a hiker named Pizza Joe that I met on the hike up Jay, and he gave me the trail name Woody. So I'm gonna try that on for size and go with it, unless someone gives me a different one. But you can't name yourself, so I'm gonna go with Woody. So we'll see. I have no idea how far I'm gonna get today. I pulled my calf coming up. I'm a little bit nervous about it. Getting beat up here. I pulled it doing Pico a couple weeks ago, and I pulled it coming. It was straight up the ski trail coming up Jay, and one step and it tink, felt it go. So I'm a little sore. Spent some time up here enjoying this spot. This is really nice up here. But that's it for now. Willie out. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Willie. Yes, I am sitting poolside here at the J Village Inn. Nice little spot and really nice country store, very nice country store across the street. Wonderful food, a little deli in there, a little restaurant, and nice spot. Yeah, I got torn up yesterday doing JP, and you know, I tried to rest at J Camp last night, yesterday afternoon anyway, and last night, and you know, I got some food to stay down, so I got to eat a little. I couldn't keep food down the day before, even though I had plenty of water, so I was definitely getting dehydrated, but I can't burn through all these calories and not be eating. So I thought it best to come down here today and rest and recoup. I know there's a big storm coming tomorrow, so I might be here a day or two. I got a friend in town that I'd like to visit with, so we'll see. Thank you for warning me about the storm coming. It looks like it's going to be pretty brutal, but my choices was to push on to Hazen's Notch and pretty much keep getting tired and not eating, or time out and recoup. And I've got Haystack right after Hazen's Notch, which everyone's telling me Haystack's a real tough one. So, you know, it's this northern section's no joke, that's for sure. But I'm doing all right. I'm resting, recouping. I'm hanging in there. So thanks for all your support. Have a good one, everyone. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Willie here. Been holed up in Jay for the weekend. The weather's been really crazy up here. I originally came in because I got some mild exhaustion, and I wasn't able to keep my food down, so I headed down to Jay. I've been at the Jay Village Inn, and I highly recommend this place if you're coming north or whatnot, heading south and starting off and running into trouble like I did. It's about 5 miles down from the crossing on 242, and I got hitched a ride about halfway. The food's fantastic here, really good food. It's a nice little pool, and they've been very friendly, good prices. There's a fantastic little country store across the way. So I've been here, and partly to recoup and rest, but it's been raining here. It's like it rains and then sunny and then rain and then sunny. So I'm kind of waiting out the weather. It's supposed to break in a couple days, but I'm gonna head out tomorrow no matter what. So I'll be back on the trail on Monday, and just pretty much spent the weekend here resting and watching the rain. But I did do a pack shakedown, so I want to talk about a couple things that I've learned in the 3 days I was out, and what I'm getting rid of. So some of you experienced guys are going to be totally laugh at this, and we had a big debate about it with some coworkers of mine that are hikers, but trowel is gone. Yeah, I have one of these big dorky orange trowels. I thought I was being smart because I cut the handle off it, and I put this little thing on it so I could like hang it wherever on my backpack and stuff, but I've already hidden it, and now it's going in the garbage. So I'm getting rid of that. The privies are in pretty good shape, and they're open, and there's pretty much a privy at most of the camps, and if I had to dig a hole, I absolutely could use a stick or my hiking poles. Speaking of hiking poles, that's another thing I've learned in the first few days that I'm out, that they are a necessity for me. The it's real technical, slow going with some of these spots with the wet rocks and the mud. And it's real steep, and just having those poles is more stability. Is very helpful. And then with the heat that I was dealing with the other day, with just being tired and exhausted, to be able to stop and kind of hold the poles out in front and rest for a minute, then keep going, and then kind of stop. That helped. It helped a lot. So far the poles have been fantastic. I also use them to help dry out my socks, which has been great, because every time I stop, I try to dry my socks out some. So anyway, yeah, trowel gone. Knife, heavy knife, heavier than, it feels so heavy now. But yeah, like this size knife, and this is brand new. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Probably just leave it on the desk, and the housekeeper can have it as a tip or something. I actually brought two knives. I have this little knife, and I've had this forever. I have two of these, and I got these at the state fair in Rutland when you could do the knife game, that old knife game. And they're just little utility knives. They don't weigh anything. And I keep one in my car and one on my desk. And I've had them forever, and I'm going with this little guy the rest of the way. I haven't used either one of them. But this knife I bought, the heavier duty thing, gone. I'm gonna go with this one. Probably find out I don't need this one either. Dr. Bronner's, poop, dumped it. I got just a little tiny little bit. I'll probably dump that too. My tea tree oil, I've been debating on this one. I brought a little tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is great for a lot of things. But I use it on bug bites, and you can also use it as insect repellent. It dries out blisters. It's pretty good. You could use it as on blisters and cuts and stuff. I found out it's also flammable. If you put some on a little birch bark, a little wet birch bark or whatever, it makes a pretty good fire starter. Even birch bark will start if it's a little bit moist. But with this, it lights it right up. So little tea tree oil isn't a bad little fire starter, but I'll probably get rid of that. Extra t-shirt, Willie's barbecue shirt, gone. I've got this tank top, and I've got my Marmot hiking shirt, and I have my long sleeve pullover. So this is like the fourth shirt, and I basically brought it for advertising and pictures' sake, and I got a Willie's ball cap, so I don't need this. This little thing, I brought a little face rag kind of thing, I have 3 bandanas, so I don't need this, so this is gone. Why do I have 3 bandanas? Well, 2 of them are kind of like my face coverings, and then one for, wearing for sweat and stuff, headband. But with the whole COVID thing, I thought it best to have a couple extra things to wear for face masks if I need to. So that's gone. My titanium spoon thing, boom, that I bought that I haven't used yet, gone. I'm gonna go with my plastic spoon setup. A little extra rope. It's not a lot, it doesn't weigh a lot, but it got in the way and it takes up a little space, and just dealing with all the rope when I'm tying my bear bag. My little bit of extra rope is gone. Now, things that I'm adding, I haven't totally got my resupply set yet to head out, but as of this video. But one thing I ran into, my brand new iPhone cord, which came like a week before I left, when I switched to my brand new phone, the cord already doesn't work. I wasn't charging my phone, and I found that out at a low charge, and thank God they had them across the street at the country store, because I went across the street and got a country store, but that was almost trouble. Write down your phone numbers on a piece of paper and keep them someplace in case your phone dies, which is something I did. I didn't have all the phone numbers I needed, but I had 4 or 5 of my main emergency contacts written on a piece of paper. So in case your phone dies, you have those numbers somewhere. But my phone is not going to die. So I picked up little Bengay Icy Hot Yeah, I'm that age. It all hurts. Joints, calves, ankles. I gotta have a little something for it. A little bit extra toilet paper, restock the toilet paper, and then I put together a bag of carbs. Nice, salty, simple carbs. I took my favorite chips, some Cheetos, some salt and vinegar, some Sun Chips, some Combos and Pringles, and mashed them all up. So I have a nice big bag of nice salty, simple carbs that I could consume easily with a little water, even if I have a hard time getting food in me. And I stole this idea from a woman on top of on J Peak the other day. She was up there and she's hiked the trail 5 times, and they were eating salt and vinegar potato chips, and I was so jealous listening to them rave about how good the chips were with their being thirsty and just getting that carb for satisfaction. That I said, well, when I get to town, I'm taking one of my extra Ziploc bags and I'm going to get myself a carb bag. So I have a carb bag. Most of my food I found I have a lot of protein type stuff. I don't have as much simple carbs as I really thought. And the pastas I had was what I couldn't keep down. So I'm still kind of playing with this. But all told, all this stuff, if I add it all up, boom, boom, Bronner's. It might be 1.5 pounds there. Maybe or so, about 1.5 pounds. So that's what I did for my shakedown. I'm getting rid of first spot right off. I don't really have many other options for loosening or lightening my load, but that's where I'm at. I'll be back out on the trail tomorrow try to get down to Hayes' Notch. I think right now while my body's adjusting, I'm just gonna go shelter to shelter. And my goal right now is really just to get through this northern section. All right, so Willie out, bye. Hey guys, what's going on? While I have some time today here, I thought I'd talk about some of the gear I've been using. So here we go. Here's my pack. I'm using Mountain Laurel Designs. It's the Exodus 55 liter. It weighs about 19.5 ounces. It's super light. It's a frameless pack. There's not much to it. It's an XL. I don't have anything to go on. It's the first through hiking pack I've ever owned. I love it so far. It fits me fantastic. I haven't had any trouble with abrasions or anything. None whatsoever. I rigged up a little bottle. I stole this idea from, I hope I get it right, Outdoor Adventures. He's over in the Adirondacks, does some YouTube videos. Stole that from him. It's got like a little ring here, a little string with a clip, and then it bungees on. So I can put my electrolytes in here. So I have a little bottle right here on my strap. But then the other thing, I got these side pockets. And I'm sure some of you guys were cringing earlier when you saw my cooking pot and my coffee cup. But they actually both fit right in the side pockets. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So they literally take up 0 room in this pack. And then my water bottles with my Sawyer. I'm using this Sawyer Micro. And it's been interesting so far because I've been listening to other hikers debating between the, I've been using the mini. There's the regular, the micro, and the mini. I'm using the mini. I have 2 minis. I have one I'm using, I have a backup one. I haven't heard anyone say anything about the mini yet, but we'll see. So far, I like it. But anyway, my water bottles sit right in the side, down in the cup. So that's how I have 2 liters of my water, and then my extra little 12-ounce. And I have the little lightweight Sawyer bag if I need extra water, which I brought that first day when the heat was crazy. One little tip though, and I got this from Darwin out there, Darwin on the trail. Shout out to Darwin. I totally stole this. If you get one of these little sport tip bottles, caps with the little dripping water, one of these jobbers, that fits right on this, so you can flush your filters out without having to use the little syringe setup that comes with it. So that was a nice little tip that I stole from Darwin on the trail. So there's a couple. I stole this from the guy in the Adirondacks. I forget your name right now, guy. I'm so sorry. And then I stole that from Darwin. So anyway, now how do is this waterproof? I have a pack liner, and my pack liner is just a contractor bag. Boom. But what I did was I trimmed it to fit my pack, and then some of you guys know I used to have a cookie business, and I still have my heat sealers from my cookie business. So I heat sealed the side here, and then I backed it up, reinforced it with packing tape. So I just kind of like resized my bag, and then that fits down inside this, and then all my stuff that I need to keep dry goes down in my pack liner. If any hikers out there need me to make a custom pack liner for you, fit to your pack, come on over to my place in Benson, $49.95 all day long. So anyway, that's my pack. I got my trekking poles, and these actually, I have these little gear ties here. I'm going to talk about these in a second, but these actually clip on, and I can clip, and my poles kind of just hang right on the back of my pack. And I'm a big fan of the big bulk carry net. I can put all kinds of stuff in there, my food for the day or whatever, and have that in there. So that's my pack setup I'm using right now. All right, so far so good. Love it. Trekking poles I borrowed from Trevor, my friend Trevor. Shout out to Trevor. And then I have these little things which I kind of came up with on my own. Actually, I'll take the yellow one off. I actually found this snowboarding last year. I saw it in the snow. You know, I always, you keep an eye out when you go down. You see interesting things. People drop things, and I've found all kinds of stuff over the years. And I usually return stuff to lost and found. You know, keys and phones. And I actually found a phone snowboarding instructing one time on Bonanza at Pico, and it was the boyfriend of the woman I was giving the lesson to. And I picked it up, and she goes, "Oh gosh, that looks like my boyfriend's phone." I'm like, "Oh, you know," we didn't think anything of it. And then the boyfriend showed up at the end of the lesson. He's like, "I lost my phone, oh my God." And there, I had it right there. But anyway, so I found this in the snow, and I put it in my pocket, and I kind of forgot about it. They're super light. They're rigid. Like you can, you know, it's rigid, right? So you can do all kinds of things. You can make little branches, wrap around your pole. You can hang socks on them. You can wrap it around your pole. I actually use it, I'll wrap my phone around it. They twist, like Night Eyes makes them. Then I can wrap this around my pole, and I actually have like a little selfie stick I can do. I'm using to stretch with. I probably don't need two of them. I might get rid of one of them. But these gear ties, these Night Eyes gear ties, you can do all kinds of stuff with these. These are really helpful. So I have those. And then my footwear. One more thing. Here's the footwear I'm wearing. I went with the Ultra Trail Runners. We'll see how they go. I mean, it's been wet, so they've been soaked. I've been getting them wet, drying them out. They dry out quick, which has been great. I was really worried about my feet so far, and my feet haven't been the issue at all. I've had other issues. So these have treated me well. Now, I've gone with another trick that I stole from Darwin. The liner sock. I got these Cool Max liner socks, and then I wear them under my Darn Tough socks, and no blisters, totally comfortable. That's absolutely the way to go. I have two sets of these. I have two sets of the Cool Max. I have another pair of Darn Tough, but they're lower cut, but basically two sets. And then I'm a big fan of the gaiter. I bought these gaiters. I didn't get the Dirty Girl gaiters that fit the Ultras, because I'm not a big fan of the Velcro. That just seems like something that's going to get filled with mud for me. So I bought these gaiters that fit down over and buckle underneath. And these things are fantastic. Eric, you were wrong. Gators are the bomb because these keep all the mud and everything out of my foot. Stones, sticks, trees, anything, it all just, my socks stay clean, my feet stay clean. I'm kind of clumsy, you know, get my ankles all dirty. All that stuff stays out. And I've also found that the water that runs down your leg when you're sweating, it kind of collects at the top right here, and it doesn't run down right into your socks and soak your socks. They're sweating and they're wet enough already, but it keeps the water kind of out of it best you can. And I'm a big fan of the Gator setup. So that's kind of my lightweight footwear setup that I've been using so far. As for the rest of my gear, my sleeping bags, it's a cheap one I bought. I'm a little embarrassed to even say the brand name. A La Fuma, French company. It's fine. It's a little small for me. It's warm enough. It's just a little small for me. And my AirPad, I have an AirPad. I'm having a hard time sleeping on the AirPad. It's just, I find it hard to sleep on the hard ground. So I'm still working on that. I kind of wish I brought a blow-up pillow. I've been using my clothes bag as a pillow. Yeah, that's I did my stove review, so there's kind of a rundown on the other gear I've been using. All right, so shout out to Darwin out there for giving me those great tips, because they worked. All right, bye.